Right now, somewhere in the world, a bee is making the last decision of its life. It finds a threat and attacks, knowing the moment it stings, its abdomen tears apart. Its organs rip from its body, and it dies seconds later, sacrificing everything to protect its hive. You've heard bees die after they sting, but not what it truly costs.
First, a fact that changes everything. Not all bees die when they sting. Wasps don't die, bumblebees don't die, queen honeybees don't die. Only one bee carries this fatal design, the female worker honeybee. And that specificity is the whole story. The worker bee's stinger is barbed, like a fishhook with 13 backward-facing serrations. Against insect exoskeleton, those barbs slide free, no problem. But against the thick, elastic skin of a mammal, a bear, a human, a predator, the barbs lock in. They will not come out. When the bee tries to pull away, the stinger holds, and the bee pulls itself apart. The moment a bee stings, it enters a death spiral. As it pulls away, the stinger, venom sac, and part of its organs are ripped from its body. The bee dies within minutes. But the terrifying part? The detached stinger keeps pumping venom for up to 60 seconds. Even after death, the bee's final weapon keeps fighting. This wasn't a mistake by nature. It was evolution's perfect sacrifice. A worker honeybee lives only about 6 weeks in summer. In that short life, it makes just 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey. Yet when the hive is threatened, it sacrifices itself without hesitation. Because the hive isn't just a group of bees, it's a single superorganism, and each bee is like a cell within it. When a bee dies defending the hive, it's like a cell sacrificing itself so the body can survive. The bee doesn't choose to die. The hive chooses to live. But the sacrifice doesn't end with the sting. As the bee dies, it releases an alarm pheromone that smells like bananas, a signal meaning attack. Within seconds, thousands of bees can lock on to the same target. The first bee didn't just sting, it called the army. You weren't stung by a bee, you were stung by a hive. The honeybee has existed for over 50 million years, pollinating the plants that feed nearly every land animal, including us. Without bees, 1/3 of human food disappears, and this tiny architect of the food chain will die without hesitation to protect its hive. For millions of years, its message has stayed the same: sacrifice everything so the rest may live. The next time a bee lands on your hand, don't panic. It is not looking for a fight. It is looking for a flower. It only has one weapon, and it will only use it once, for something worth dying for. Subscribe, hit that bell, and every week we'll show you the world the way nature actually built it. Because trust us, it is nothing like you were taught.